According to the MDC chief, power-sharing talks with his arch-rival President Robert Mugabe were progressing on well. And with the prospects of a coalition now looking imminent, Kenya was the destination of choice, having gone through a similar experience 6 months ago. Tsvangirai met with Prime Minister Raila Odinga on what he termed as comparing notes. He said Zimbabwe had a lot to learn from Kenya after President Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga agreed to share power in a grand coalition government.
We are consulting here in Africa, especially Kenya, because we want to benefit from the experience of what has happened in Kenya and what is likely to happen in Zimbabwe.
Speaking at a news conference in Nairobi, the Zimbabwean opposition chief said President Robert Mugabe's intention to open parliament next Tuesday was against the memorandum of understanding the two sides have signed in their talks.
Parliament is being sworn in, and I don't think that they will convene parliament as is being portrayed, because convening parliament is a violation, is a repudiation of some of the conditions on the MOU.
And although the talks were going on well, power sharing remained an outstanding issue. This involved delegation of powers of the president and prime minister in a new government. Mugabe is expected to remain as president, but backed by security chiefs, he's reluctant to cede major powers.
The framework powers and roles of the president and the new prime minister and the new position of prime minister for the duration of the transition leading up to 2.5 years. So that has been the crux and the fundamental basis of this agreement.
The negotiations began last month to resolve an impasse following Mugabe's unopposed election in a runoff in June in a widely condemned vote boycotted by Tsvangirai because of violence against his supporters.